Are you living the life you dream of daily? Are you expressing your creativity while earning a 5 to 6 figure income annually? What would you give for the opportunity to be part of a $500 billion industry that not only meets all these needs, but offers an ever-growing and profitable lifelong career path? If you answered yes to all these questions, then you are the right fit for HD Pro Global Beauty Institute. We offer 3 online self-paced training and certification courses, 9 in-person training with starter kit options for each module, 5 training manuals developed and curated for the lifelong learner. In addition, our mentoring and franchise program is available to get you started with our business in a box package. Register online at www.hdproglobal.com, or you can call or text the number 469-420-0246 for more information. The HD Pro Global team is ready to help you master the art of transforming bodies and physical appearance in 90 days or less.
Are you living the life you dream of daily? Are you expressing your creativity while earning a 5 to 6 figure income annually? Do you enjoy helping others reach their goals? What would you give for the opportunity to be part of a $500 billion industry that not only meets all these needs, but offers an ever-growing and profitable lifelong career plan? If you answered yes to all of these questions, then you are the right fit for HD Pro Global Beauty Institute. We offer 3 online self-paced training and certification courses, 9 in-person training with starter kit options for each module, 5 training manuals developed and curated for the lifelong learner. In addition, our mentoring and franchise program is available to get you started with our business in a box package. Register online at www.hdproglobal.com, or you can call or text 1-469-420-0246 for more information and inquiries. The HD Pro Global team is ready to help you master the art of transforming bodies and physical appearance in 90 days or less.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are ready. Welcome to today's webinar. I am so excited to have you guys on here. Welcome. I know that so many more people are going to be joining us as we get started this evening, but I want to thank Miss Sabra for coming in on time. I think I have one more person up here, but we're going to get started. This broadcast is actually being live streamed. So just to let you know, we're live streaming on all social platforms so that we can provide the information that everybody has been asking me to. So I put together this presentation tonight as a webinar as we get ready for our October relaunch and reopen of the HD Pro Global Beauty and Career Institute. And of course, October is when we're going to launch our very first CME class. And I'm going to tell you guys what CME means, but all of that is in my presentation. So let's get to it, people. Let's get to it. I have a lot of people on TikTok asking questions. Please bear with me. I will answer all the questions at the end of the presentation. Thank you so much. So, yeah, let's get started. Today, we're here to talk about HD Pro Global Beauty and Career Institute. And tonight's webinar is really more informational, educational, and just to really answer as many questions as possible for anyone who is aspiring to join the medical aesthetic industry. Let me correct something. We're not in the beauty industry. We are actually in the medical aesthetic space. And I'm going to show you guys how that plays out. So when people ask me, is this a beauty course? Yes, we represent beauty, but we are into body transformations using several different techniques and technology and resources and tools and everything in between. So let me introduce myself before we get started. My name is Dr. OJ. Everybody calls me Dr. O, the med spa professor, but my name is Dr. Oyinko Solajinadu. I am the founder and owner of HD Pro Global Beauty Career Institute and Body Med Spa. We started out in 2017, actually, way before then. It was a long time. My hustle been coming a long time. But we established the medical spa in 2017, and we started out with, non-invasive services because at that time I transitioned out of the classroom. I was a classroom teacher and I transitioned into the aesthetic space. Of course, as a classroom teacher, I had my side hustle. I was a professional makeup artist and I did so many things along the way as an entrepreneur. So getting into this body aesthetic space was very new to me. But one thing I did not take lightly or I took very seriously was my education and certifications that allowed me to build out over 17 services thus far. So that's who I am, just in a nutshell. That's kind of like the summary. If you want to learn more about me, of course, my bio is pretty much everywhere on my social, on the website, and things like that. You get an opportunity to learn a little bit more about me. I'm a mom of 3 boys. So being in the aesthetic space, I have boys. I don't have any girls. So I'm the only queen in my castle. So I get to enjoy the luxury of being the most beautiful one in the household. I mean, that's what my boys tell me anyway. I don't know if they just say that to get lots of treats out of me, but it's okay. I love it anyway. But getting into the space, I got to understand the value of what my job offered beyond just offering a service. It was really catering to the mindset of people. My clients would come to me and they would have stories behind why they needed to get the procedure that they were looking to get. They would have stories behind their journey and how they came to this space. Oftentimes we look at people and say, "Oh, how did you allow life to get out of hand?" Or "How did you get to this point?" Everybody has an amazing story to tell. And when I keep hearing all these stories, it just kept pushing me further into finding real-time adaptable solutions that would allow me help my clients really reach their goals. And one of those goals was having clients ask me questions like, how can I get into this business if I really wanted to? How did you get started? Is it expensive? Oh my God, do I have to go back to medical school? Do I have to go to nursing school? What do I need to do? And so many questions that I used to get. And I was like, you know what? If I'm getting all those questions, and of course, in the time that I would get them, I would try to provide as many answers as possible. I realized that I needed to do more. And that was when HD Pro Global Beauty Institute was established. And I started to write out all the curriculums using, of course, information from research, knowledge from my own training, and putting all of that together. And of course, on the job experience, putting all of that together to help create, till date, we have about 6 manuals that we have written and published, and they are readily available for sale on Amazon. But we also use them within our training programs. So when our students do come in, they have the opportunity to get all of these amazing resources from us. So let's get started. What is medical aesthetics? I know a lot of people might not really understand clearly what it is. It is just all the medical treatments that are focused on improving the cosmetic appearance of a patient. It doesn't deal with physiological issues. It doesn't deal with health issues. It deals with the cosmetics. What are you going to look like at the end of the day? That's what our clients are mostly interested in. And then we find ourselves in the space of we are crossing over some beauty into medical, and now we're merging them together to provide transformational results and solutions. A lot of our medical aesthetic treatments are actually medically supervised. They have to be medically supervised. So if you say somebody owns a med spa and they're in the business and they don't have an oversight that offers medical supervision, that is two things. There's something out of place with regulation, and they're probably out of compliance. So those are things that I teach my students in our courses. Medical aesthetics sits in a very beautiful space. I like to call us the gray areas, like that area where we are not extremely regulated. Our courses are not courses that you would go into a community college to obtain, or you would go into a university to obtain. We actually train you. We teach you the skills, we teach you the theoretical, we teach you everything, and then we certify you. We do not offer you a license. So that's the beauty. I would say the beauty of it, because it really allows medical aesthetic professionals to function very, very well in a comfortable space. Not that there are no regulations that guide us. We have guidelines. We have to always, be guided by certain things, because we see every day that people going for procedures and they're botched, their results are messed up, things happen, and that is why we still have to have guidelines that allows us to operate under the supervision of a medical practitioner. HD Pro Global has a medical director. That is our medical oversight. We have a nurse practitioner on our team. She also acts as oversight. So we have all of these professionals who are part of our core team working behind the scene. In some cases, they come up front to kind of deal with patients directly. But for the most part, they just ensure that first things first, we are protected under the law to carry out every single procedure that we need to carry out. My students have the privilege and the honor to get to have all these resources where I get to help them set their businesses up, ensure they have their policies and procedures in place, ensure that they have, if they need to, depending on the services they opt for. And we're going to go in and see what the difference is, because you don't have to be a medical spa. You could just be an aesthetic spa. Those are the things that I also explain. Now, let's look at this. Do you know the difference? Beauty, look at the beauty industry. We have makeup, we have hair, we have eyebrow threading, waxing, lashes, nails, all of the the things that we love to invest in, that we do every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, depending on I call it the beauty negotiables or the beauty non-negotiables. For me, I have my negotiables. For some people, their non-negotiables are what they are, and they spend a lot of time and money getting those services. So that is how it works. Now, if you look in between, for those of you on TikTok, guys, I'm sorry, you might not see this presentation, but after we're done on TikTok, you can go over to my YouTube channel or my LinkedIn and my Facebook page to actually look at all of the presentation, okay? Thank you. All right, so when we look at the cosmetic surgery side, on the side, we have liposuction, rhinoplasty, breast augmentation, the lifts and the fullness that they get, the dip pills, BBL facelifts. Those are the cosmetic surgery. Those are the actual surgical medical procedures that sort of fall under aesthetics, but they are more medical. You need a plastic surgeon to carry those out for you. You need a cosmetic surgeon to do those procedures. At HD Pro Global, that is not who we are. We don't do all of those things. We don't offer surgery. However, we are in the center. We are able to pull the beauty people together and merge them with the medical folks and offer equally amazing services that puts us in an industry that is over $500 billion and growing. Can you believe that this medical aesthetic zone right here, this brown circle that crosses right here, over $500 billion and growing. And you wonder, how did that happen? Because this particular industry here found a way to create solutions that allows people to gain access to the treatments that they need without having to spend as much money. And they also get those treatments without having to undergo health risk. You know, when you go under the cosmetic surgery area in this pie charts that I have here, sorry, I'm a science teacher. I had to pull some of these graphs out for you just to give you a good picture of what we're trying to talk about. You know, wait, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to remove this from the screen so you can see. Yes. Okay, here we go. So you see that we have the PRP, we have the laser treatments, we have anti-wrinkle treatments, we have medical grade skincare, fillers, injectors. So now, that is where HD Pro Global shines. We started out with the skin tightening laser treatments. Those are our non-invasive cavitation. We have our Brazilian butt lift. We have our laser liposuction. We have our laser teeth whitening. We have about all of our body contouring, cellulite reduction treatments, skin tightening, radio frequency. We have all of those technology that affords us the opportunity to offer non-invasive services. And then, of course, because we are also medical, not fully invasive, we offer injectables. We offer injectors such as IV. Those are classified as injectables. Botox and fillers, those are classified as injectables. So we offer all of those services. And now we have main categories within our spa and within our training program that allows us to be both medical and beauty, non-invasive, slightly invasive, all of these procedures offered under medical supervision. So we offer medically supervised procedures that allows you to transform your body in 90 days or less. I tell you, when I came about that slogan, people were like, what do you mean 90 days or less? Do I have to see you for 90 days? I'm like, no. I use 90 days as a benchmark because all of my clients get to spend at, that's like where they get to see the results. When you start to see us, when you start your sessions, you have multiple sessions because our services are non-invasive. So there are multiple treatments. We recommend you come in for at least 6 sessions. Some people come on for at least 10, but we always let you know that in about 90 days or so, you will begin to see the results, clear results that you want to see in your body being transformed. When you start getting your injectables for whatever skin issues or for whatever issues that you have, you begin to see the transformation in about 6 weeks to 90 days. So that's why we have 90 days or less, and we get you to your goals. And the beautiful thing about it is when we started all of our training programs, we figured out a way to offer our courses in the shortest amount of time. So in 90 days or less, you get trained, you get certified, and then you automatically start offering your services. You can have your business up and running in 90 days or less. Given every single thing is in place, of course, we get to work with you on those things. So we've talked about what a medical aesthetics is, but what is non-medical aesthetics? Non-medical aesthetics are non-surgical treatments like we talked about. They are like facial skin procedures that do not require surgery. They help you make significant transformations to your face and body, choosing non-surgical aesthetic treatments like the ones that I just mentioned. There are a range of options. We have over 12 options till date that we've put into our our service menu. And there's less recovery time. We say no downtime, no pain. So basically you can get your procedure done or your treatment done, and you get off the table and go back to work. A lot of our clients are able to come in during their lunch break or out as their days are going by, and they finish in about an hour to an hour, 30 minutes, and they get on right with their day. And then they come back for the next one. It's easy to schedule around your lifestyle. You don't have to take a whole week off like you would if you had to go visit a plastic surgeon. And that is what makes the non-medical aesthetic business extremely profitable, but not just profitable for us, but extremely valuable to our clients. And a lot of my students are always like wondering, how is this even possible? It is possible. Granted, let me be very frank with you. HD Pro Global did not start off with all of the services you see on the screen. However, as of today, we offer all of the services you see on the screen. We started with the lowest hanging fruit. And that is what I teach my students to do. I say, what do you think will be your lowest hanging fruit? And we sit down, we consult, we talk about it. And that is where we start to put a training plan together for them. Because I believe that education has to be valuable to you immediately you receive it. Gone are the days when you go to college, get a degree, and then you come out, and then all of a sudden you're wondering, okay, can somebody tell me what I'm supposed to do with this degree? Can somebody show me what jobs I can apply for? No. We want you to make sure that when you go in to come train with us, you are investing in I don't want to say a sure deal, but you know exactly where you're going with it. So we sit with you, we come up with an individual business plan with you. And when we talk about business plan, that is how we came about our Beauty of Business Masterclass. That's a whole nother masterclass that we offer to our students. Because when you get the technical training, just like an engineer, he goes to school, he gets the technical training, he becomes a trained engineer. Nobody tells him how to make money with those skills. Nobody tells him, well, you can earn 200,000, or you can earn 50,000, or you can decide to earn $1 million. You can decide to offer your services as a consultant, or you can decide to go work a job, or you can decide to start at entry level, or you can decide to start an executive. Nobody educates people out of college how to monetize their skills. But that's the gap. That is the gap in formal education. And I said, well, for me, I have a PhD and haven't gone to school to that level. And I'm like, I had to come back, reverse engineer to figure out how to build my business, how to make money, how to add value, how to apply the skills that I had acquired. And it's like, doctor, I'm like, okay, y'all quit with this doctor thing because I'm still trying to figure myself out, okay? But thank God, now we have it all figured out. She's Dr. O, the med spa professor, because she has found her space in medical aesthetics. But I had to reverse engineer and figure that out. Making a lot of mistakes, spending a lot of money, just doing a lot of things the hard way. And I said, if I'm going to go into this education thing, I have to make it easy. Not that I'm making it easy for you, but at least let me create a blueprint that allows my students to come in, learn the technical skills, learn the business skills, put it all together, help them with setting up the infrastructure for their business, and they can go out and win. And another thing that we offer is mentorship. We support you. We bring you into a community of students that we've had in the past, and we allow you to thrive by being able to gain easy access to us at all times. You can ask questions, you can reach out, you can set up meetings, you can do so much with us, even after you have gotten your certification from HD Pro Global. And those are the things that we do. What we offer so much. We offer, of course, all of our body sculpting training. You can see some pictures on here. These are actual training sessions that we do. You can see, I'm actually showing my students how to perform the treatments in person with live patients. We work with live body parts because, of course, that's what you're going to be working with. So I don't believe in using a dummy or just telling you this is how you know. We have to show you exactly how to do it. So for every class that we host every month, we bring in live models. We bring them in. Some of them pay for services at a discounted rate. Some of them get these services for free, depending on the training that we are doing and depending on, of course, how much it costs and all the materials. Some of the models will be made to pay some type of fee just to ensure that they are able to contribute, because they're going to be getting a lot of value, getting to work with our students. And that is what we do. Body contouring classes, we are big on that. Now, this is the part where I am so excited and why we had to have this presentation tonight. We are launching our very first official. I say official because this is the first time we're actually offering it to the public, bringing it on as to our students, our Cme Injector Classes. We have an instructor who works with us. Of course, Dr. O doesn't get to teach everything because, yes, I manage the whole thing, but it's a lot of courses. I cannot I cannot possibly teach it all myself. So I have a team. Between us, we have over 25 years experience together. When you look at the experience that we gather as educators, as professionals in the industry, we have over 25 combined years experience in the medical aesthetic space. So we have our Cme Injector Class. That is our class that is specifically for our healthcare practitioners, those who are already nurses, who are already like physician assistants, who are already patient care technicians, who are LVNs. People who already have a background in healthcare can come in and take this course. The reason is this: it is a highly regulated, like I said, even though we're medical aesthetic, even though we are within the gray area where we're not licensed and nobody is kind of checking for us right now, but we still have to be very responsible because we are still regulated under the law to ensure that we offer the services as medical practitioners. So if you are a non-medical person, we have amazing courses that you can learn, you can get trained, get certified, and run your business extremely successfully. If you are not a medical practitioner, you don't have to worry about it. But those people who are in healthcare already and are wondering, like, I am tired of the day-to-day bedside nursing, insurance, dealing with this, dealing with that. I am telling you, coming over to medical aesthetics is like heaven. It is heaven on earth because it's like north and south. You don't get to deal with insurance paperwork. You don't get to deal with wondering how to submit your billing, whether insurance is going to pay or cover. Fortunately, a lot of our services are private pay. You get to work with clients who want to work with you. These are people who are looking to give you their money to say, I want you to give me those pouty lips. I want you to cover my wrinkles. I want you to smoothen my face. Doctor, oh, I want to have my skin looking as glossy as you. How can you make that happen? Oh, yes, I can. Here's the money. Here's the service. That is the beauty of this industry. And that is why you see that this industry is growing and thriving so much. Over $500 billion, and it is less than 15 years old. Medical aesthetics has not been around for that long. A lot of the evolution that we see today with the technology, with the procedures, with all of the things, it is still at the, let's just say it's still at the inception. It's still like at the baby stage. It hasn't gone as far as regular traditional healthcare. So there's still a lot of room for people to grow, to thrive. There's still a lot of research to be done to bring forth more treatments that would make people more beautiful, look younger, reverse aging, and all of the wonderful things that men and women all over the world truly, truly want to do. We cater to the needs that human beings have. Human beings have a fundamental need to be beautiful. They have a fundamental need to feel like, to feel very beautiful and comfortable in their skin, and to have people, appreciate their beauty, and that is what we cater to. We don't just cater to the exterior, we cater to the mindset. We cater to the entire human being. So when they leave your practice, when they leave your facility, they should be feeling so good about themselves. And that is why it is so critical, so critical for you to be trained by the best in the industry, for you to be trained by somebody or people or a group of professionals who actually not only have the experience, who not only have the know-how, but can show you exactly what to do, how to do it, and how to do it best. And that is what HT Pro Global offers. So our Cme classes are launching October 1st. And that is where we're going to have our Botox and filler classes. We're going to have our IV hydration. This is a 5-day class, y'all. 5-day class, and you get to pick and choose which of the courses you want to take. If you want to take everything, we definitely would love to have you, but you get to pick and choose what courses. The first 2 days, we're going to be doing the Botox and fillers, and then the next 2 days, we're going to be doing the IV hydration and post-recovery care, where we get to teach you, like you remember earlier, I mentioned plastic surgeons. we get to work with their patients after the fact. So even though we don't do surgery, we get to offer post-recovery care treatments. So I'm also training on that particular treatment plan. So you get to learn IV hydration, post-recovery care treatment, and then you also get to learn laser teeth whitening. Because laser teeth whitening for every type of practice, whether you are a non-medical or you are a medical aesthetic spa, laser teeth whitening is a beautiful addition to add to your services. It is the easiest procedure you could ever learn. So fast, so quick, but you get to make good money doing it. And you get to rack in the numbers. And guess what? It's not even a stressful procedure to get done. So that's why I absolutely love throwing it into every training that we do, because it's valuable to everyone. Whether you're non-medical or you're medical, it's an extremely valuable skill to have. And it allows your practice, it allows your spa to flourish. That means you get to offer value-added services to your clients. So here are our courses, right? We have laser liposuction, we have radio frequency cavitation, body and facial. All of these are the body sculpting courses that I'm mentioning right now. We have our cellulite reduction treatment, Brazilian vacuum therapy, butt lift, laser teeth whitening, of course, post-op lymphatic drainage massage treatments, IV infusion, injectables, Botox and derma fillers, of course, PMU, microblading, microshading. We do that, but I don't heavily push it. We offer it because it's a skill that we have. Thank you so much. And of course, we have our Business of Beauty Masterclass. That is where we dive deep into all things that have to do with your business. I tell you, if you acquire the skills and you don't have the business know-how to set yourself up for success, it's just going to be very frustrating. It takes a lot to succeed in this industry. Yes, have I told you how amazing the industry is? Yes, it's amazing. Have I told you how much money can be made? Yes, there's so much money to be made. Have I told you how fulfilling it is for you to see the transformations in the lives of your clients? Oh my goodness. It is definitely all of that in a bag of chips. However, without the right mindset, without the right skills, without the right tools to help you along the way, all of those things would just be like you're grasping at straws. That is the truth. A lot of spas come alive. You can see for yourself in everywhere in the city. Everyone has come to the realization that medical aesthetics is the in thing. All of a sudden, everyone want to own a med spa. Everyone's going into the med spa space. But not every med spa makes money. Let's just be real. And that's just being 100 with you. And that's why I'm very, very particular about offering holistic resources that allows my students to be fully prepped and ready to go into the field and to make it big. Now, what are your student learning expectations? These are the expectations that you will have when you come into HD Pro Global. You expect to learn didactic training. That means you get to learn theoretical. That's why we have all our manuals. We teach you the science behind the science, the technology behind the technology, the history behind the history. We go through everything with you so you know A to Z, not just how to carry out the services, you know A to Z about what you're doing. So that when you get to work with your clients, one of the biggest things that you get to do as a medical aesthetic professional or as a non-medical aesthetic professional is you get to educate your clients. A lot of people come to you, they don't know what they want. They might have an idea, oh, I want my butt lifted here, or I have this sagging side here, or I have this wrinkle. Your job as a professional is to solve the problem. And how do you solve the problem? You solve the problem by providing the right solution. They might come to you and say, hey, Dr. O, this is what I want. I want this, but I look like this. How can you make me look like this? And I'm like, you want this? And you look like this? Okay, here's what we're going to have to do. You know, half the time, a lot of the clients are, whoa. What you talking about? I'm like, well, I'm going to provide you the education as to why. Because oftentimes your clients will be like, oh, why do I need to do that? Why can't you just turn that machine on, put it on my belly, make the fat go away, zap it, zip it, let me look like Halle Berry in a minute. Woo! I'm like, okay, slow your roll, Halle Berry. We gonna make you look like that. But there's things you're gonna have to do too. And I have to educate them to let them understand how these things work. So if all you can do is operate a machine, you're not good. It's like, what's the point of that? Anybody can do that. But you have to, as a professional who is trained and certified, you have to be able to answer your clients' questions. You have to be able to educate them. Now, the education part is where you build trust, is where you build credibility, is where you build your relationship with them, that they get to work with you, they get to trust you, then they get to refer you. That is the know, like, and trust. That is the point where a lot of professionals either get it right or they miss it hard. You have to know your stuff. You don't just say, "Oh, you coming for a BBL, 3 for $20." Okay. What's that? I'm sure y'all seen all those things on social media. Groupon. Look, I'm not ragging on Groupon, but look, uh, we're not doing that, okay? We're not doing that. We are luxury service providers. We're not doing Groupon, but there's other strategies that I get to teach you that still allows you to attract your right avatar, your right clients. Now, you do all of these things. You come into the class, you expect, these are the expectations. You expect to learn treatment combinations, because you are going to realize that someone's going to come to you and one treatment is not going to work. You're going to have to mix and match for them to get the results. You're going to learn each procedure, how it works and how to get the results. How many treatments, how many frequencies do you offer? How many sessions do you propose? You're going to learn all of that. You're going to learn contraindications. You're going to learn the machines, how they work, how they look like. What are some of the things that you have to be mindful of? Who can come in and who cannot come in? Not everybody is your client. Everybody wants to look good. That's okay. But there is a looking good method for everybody. Sometimes you're just going to have to say, "No, sir, no, ma'am." You're just going to have to turn people away. It don't matter how much money they want to pay you. So all of these things, as a student, you get to learn. Those are your expectations. A lot of value. You get to get direct source into our equipment and supply list. You get to get access to all of the things that we use, the forms, the policies and procedures. All of those are offered as extras. We get to expose you to those things, and then you get your certificates, right? And of course, you have your manuals that you can take with you, refer to it from time to time as you're going on your journey. Because when you get a training done, yes, you learn everything, but you don't necessarily get to gain mastery right away. You have to give yourself time to gain mastery. And that is what your expectations are. Because yes, you're coming in for this training, but we want you to have expectations. That is why we love our students so much. And that's why till date, we have trained over 250 students so far in so many different areas. And we have the certificates and the names to prove it. We have the videos and the pictures to prove it. We have the checks to show you. Now, let's run some numbers real quick. We've talked about all the beautiful things, but let's run some numbers, because I know that this is what a lot of you are waiting for. You're trying to see, okay, let's run some numbers. Earn $100,000 offering 2 med spa services. $100,000. It sounds like, "Doctor, oh, really? Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? 100,000 offering 2 med spa services." Let's break it down real fast. Laser teeth whitening is at about $100 to $150. Now, at a dentist office, that same service costs $300 to $500, depending on your dentist, where they're located. Y'all know how much these dentists be making. I want to find a dentist to marry, because I need to get me some dentist money. But back to the subject. So you now offer it you are really offering people value, the same procedure. That's, by the way, it's the same thing they're doing, the same thing. They're not doing anything different. Like the same procedure. When we train you, you're going to see laser teeth whitening at $100 and $150. For clients daily, get your marketing. We talk about marketing. We talk about how you're going to do that to get your funnel filled and all of your things. So let's look at that number. Then you do laser lipo. Laser lipo is the easiest. It's fun. That is the tier 1 body sculpting procedure that we offer. That means it's like the lowest level. It's like the number one thing. If you come in, we want to get you started. That's where we get you started from. Laser lipo is at $100 to $150, depending on your location. 4 of that daily, right? You have 2,400 times 42 weeks, because we don't expect you to work all the weeks of the year, right? Why are you going to be working for yourself if you're going to be working like a dog every week of the year? You got to take a break. If you put that together, 42 weeks, you're at $100,800. You're over 100,000. And your initial investment for these two services, is less than $5,000. These two services will run you less than $5,000 to get trained, to acquire your machines, and to get started. Now, that number is just for your training and your machine. Now, of course, it's also depending on how do you want to operate. What's your location? Where's your brick and mortar? Or are you looking to do a concierge style service? We can also teach you how to set yourself up for concierge, because we understand that getting started in business, initial investment, it can be really tough. But if you can at least push yourself through, get your initial training, get your machines, there is no reason for you to sit and wait for you to have money to rent a location. We teach you how to be a mobile aesthetic professional, how to be mobile, how to go to your people, until such a time as you're able to raise enough money and you say, okay, y'all, I'm tired of being a traveling med spa. I want y'all to come to me now because I'm big time now, okay? And they come to you. So all of those things we teach you. I hope this has been value added so far. Has anyone been getting value? Yeah. Has it been value added so far? Has it been worth your time? Thank you. So we took the guesswork out of heavy lifting. So we took the guesswork and the heavy lifting out. We have our business in a box. If you say, well, Dr. O, I just want you to help me set up this business. I don't have a clue. I want you to help me with everything. We have a system that we've already put together, the blueprint, the training, the certification, the business procedures, everything. All you have to do is show us where to set up shop for you, and we go in and we get it done. That's a different, it's a business in a box franchise program where we work with you and we get everything. That's more of a consultation that we work with you on. So we come in as a consultant. Yes, we train you, but we come in as a business consultant for you in that area. So we get to do the heavy lifting for you and get you to your opening quicker than you probably would by yourself. And then this is my team. I mentioned earlier, right? There's no I in team. It's a we. It's a collaborative effort. I have myself. I have my medical director. I have my nurse. I have our nurse practitioner. There's still a few of them that are not on here, but these are the core team. A lot of them are still on our website. If you go to the website, hdproglobal.com, about us page, you're going to get to see, the full scope of who we are, because this is not an operation that you can run by yourself. Initially, you might have to run it by yourself depending on the services. That means you get to do a lot of things. You get to be administrator, you get to be service provider, you get to be customer service, but we can teach you if you and when you attend our masterclass. In the business masterclass, we get to teach you how to cut the corners. Well, not like cut corners like you're trying to be cheap, but how to really save yourself from splitting yourself 10 ways, because it can be so hard running a business, having to do all those things. But we have some tricks that we've kind of picked up over the years that we can help a brand new startup, with all that they need to say, hey, do this. This is how you do this. Get this person to do this and all of that. And it makes your life so much easier. So that's it, guys. This is really what my business is about. I love educating. I love the services, but I promise you, I love helping other people get started on this journey, because I see the value that this industry adds to the lives of people. And I know that so many more people need to be equipped and skilled to do these services, right? So we do all of these things. for your registration for the October class, like I said, a registration deposit of $500 is needed. So if there's anyone out there, you're an action taker, go on there, get your registration, we get your deposit. What you're going to get for doing that, for being an action taker, is we're going to offer you a 20% discount off your tuition. So just let us know that you took an action from listening to the webinar tonight, and you get 20% off your tuition. Now, this is what the tuition looks like. If you're taking the body sculpting class, the full-blown body sculpting class is $2,400. If you be an action taker tonight, you deposit your $500, you get 20% off your tuition, which we will apply on your balance, the balance for your tuition. Your Botox and filler class is $4,500. The IV hydration is $1,200. Laser teeth whitening $850. And then what I am doing as a special bonus to my students for this October class is you get the master class for free. It's a $499 class where I get to show you behind the curtain all of my business tips and tricks, and just give you a business plan from A to Z, taking it and breaking it down and helping you build it back up for your personal business. That would be a bonus for you. And it's a $500 value. So not only are you getting the 20% of your tuition, you're also going to be getting a free $500 value masterclass with me, where you get to get a lot of resources that, I know that you will find valuable for the lifetime of your business. And the QR code on the screen definitely allows you to scan and takes you straight to our registration page. So if you want to scan that, please feel free to do that. Let me just go to the next slide. And that's just it. And, that's it from me tonight. That's pretty much what I really would love for you guys to come in and experience at HD Pro Global. We run our classes every month, but the month of October is extra special because we're actually doing our Botox class. And it's going to be the one that we do for 2022, because it's a very engaging class. It takes a lot to put that particular class together. So that's why we will not get to run it as often as we would like. But we will run it in October. And then once we're done in October, then we'll let you know when the next one will be. But for every other class, you're good. If you catch it in October, good. If you catch it in November, good. If you catch it, I think we're going to be on break in December. Yes, the team is going to be on break in December. But yes, you can definitely catch every other class every month. We're getting ready to go into a brand new location in Duncanville. I'm so excited to share that facility with everybody. It's coming along so good, and it looks beautiful already. So we're going to put it all together for you guys. So you have a beautiful learning facility where you feel comfortable, you feel relaxed, it's luxurious, it's exciting. The clients get to come in for their services. My students get to come in for their classes. Everybody feels good. And the beauty of it is Black owned, is women owned. And I love the fact that we're finally, and HD Pro Global is finally creating a space within the medical aesthetic zone for people of color, to have more providers who look like them. I know my sisters get to travel up north because I live in the South. They get to travel up north for all of their aesthetic injector, blah, blah, blah. But you no longer have to do that. You have a Black-owned business offering it down here in the South and doing an amazing job at it. So there's so much that we can talk about tonight, but I'm really excited, and I hope that you have gotten something from this, and it really helps you make your decision, or you tell somebody who's sitting on the fence to make the decision to register for the class and join us on the winning side, y'all. That's it. That's all I got. All right. So I have with me in the studio Miss Sabra right here. I mean, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, and then we'll be able to talk about it together. Thank you for joining.
Okay, wonderful. Oh, this has been truly a blessing. So with the IV hydration, that is also one of the I guess a CME, is that
Yes, ma'am, it is.
okay? So you have to be in a medical anesthetic at that time, right?
Yes, you have to be medical, not necessarily aesthetic, but you just have to be in medical, already in the medical healthcare field.
As such as a nurse or
Yes, such as a nurse, an LVN, a PA, patient care tech. Yes, those people, because it requires the administration of IV, putting an IV line. And we can't just teach those skills to people who don't have a prior knowledge on patient care.
Okay, so I am a certified medical assistant and also phlebotomist. So I wasn't sure if.
Yes, you'd be able to take that class.
Oh wow.
Yes, ma'am. Phlebotomy, definitely. You'd be able to take that class.
Okay. Okay, well that sounds good. The only dilemma for me is the October class because I'll be in London.
Oh, you're going to see the Queen. Are you going for the Queen's burial? I'm just joking.
Just vacation.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Well, I mean, definitely, you can definitely save your spot when you get back in town. Then we'll pick it up from there. Like I was
Okay.
saying, if you're not, the only thing that would be an exclusion for you would be the Botox and fillers. So even if you're not going to be here October 1st through the 5th, you're welcome to definitely save your spot for your class. Once you return, you jump right in and we schedule you for your class. The beauty of the school is we are a full-time beauty career institute. So we're always, training our students as they come in to register. So we're not limited
Okay.
by saying we're having a class here, they will wait 2 months. No, 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 no. We're always available to train and certify you.
That is awesome. Oh, okay. So what I can do is if I pay the $500 tonight, I can get the discount. And even though I need to come to another class,
Yes, that makes you an action taker and that makes you eligible. Of course, definitely, we keep our word. That's what we do. That's why we're offering it tonight for action takers. So once you pay your deposit, you definitely will have the 20% off your remaining balance. And we'll send you an invoice to that effect.
I'm so excited. Okay, that will be perfect. Well, I am in Louisiana.
Okay.
So my daughter lives in Dallas. So I'll just come out there for the time that I need to come
Yeah,
when that time becomes available. So I'm excited. Okay, I'll do
of
that
course.
tonight.
All right. Yes, yes, Miss Sabra. I'm really excited. I know you've been in contact with us for a while. So this is really exciting to finally get to see your face. So
Yes.
yeah, I mean, one of the things, and this is why this is great. So this presentation is available online. So feel free to kind of share with your folks and whoever else might be interested. And yeah, let's make a deal of it. Because one of the things that we also offer as a school is we offer affiliate. We have an affiliate program, so for people who want to work with us to get people in our doors, we have an affiliate bonus that we offer to them, and that's something that we will be able to discuss with you if you are interested in. Because I know you said you're in Louisiana, right? So
Yes.
yeah, yes.
Yes, I'm just very excited. So I have a business. I started maybe about 8 months ago.
Uh huh.
So